Something that I want to talk about today that really just kind of gets to me when I see this online. I see a lot of people posting stuff like, you can't be loved if you can't be loved if you have issues. You can't be loved if you don't truly love yourself. You can't be loved if you're working on your problems and you're not a perfect person. Guys, stop it, please. That is such BS. Do not believe that. Do not believe that. It is so wonderful to meet someone who is actually working on themselves, someone who's not ashamed and afraid to say, yes, I have some inner struggles, but I am working on them. I'm trying to become the best version of myself. And it doesn't mean that you're not you don't deserve love just because you're working on yourself. That's ridiculous. A good partner is going to appreciate that about you. Remember that. A good partner is going to love that you're working on yourself. A good partner is going to accept that and even provide some guidance and some nurturing tips. They will be there for you every step of the way because they're going to be proud of you for working on your inner struggles. A good partner will understand. You're not going to have to feel like you have to hide that part of you. You're going to be able to open yourself up in ways that you've never opened yourself up before in that relationship, in that new connection with this person. So don't think for a moment that just because you have inner struggles, you don't deserve love. That's not true. Remember that every human being deserves love. Any person who wants love in their life, who wants to be in a loving relationship or partnership with another person, they deserve it if that's what they want. And you can get it. So don't think that you can't. I want you to think about it this way. It is so good if you happen to have a partner who's working on themselves, who's doing the inner work, who's showing up for themselves, who does what they can to grow and expand as a human being and become the best version of themselves. That is such a blessing if you happen to meet someone like that. Because let me tell you something. Every single human being on earth has some kind of an internal struggle. Every human being on earth has something that needs help, that needs to be improved. But guess what? Most people don't work on them. Most people are either blind to it or they simply don't care or they just don't know how to work on it. So be so grateful. Consider yourself to be so lucky if you happen to meet a partner who's working on themselves to become a better version of who they already are. And the same thing goes for you. What a blessing you will be to that partner because you are in a place where you're not afraid to be vulnerable and you're not afraid to work on yourself. You're not afraid to go somewhere really deep within yourself to try to change those unhealthy habits or whatever it is, or try to learn how to love, whatever it is. Open up your heart again to love. Whatever your struggle is, maybe it's a childhood trauma, whatever it is, you are such a blessing to the person who's going to meet you in the future or the person who's already in your life because you are working on yourself. You're trying to become the happiest, best version of who you already are, right? So that's a beautiful blessing to whoever it is that you're going to meet in the future or whoever it is that you're currently seeing right now. So don't ever let anyone tell you that you don't deserve to be loved. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't love someone just because they have internal struggles that they are working on. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video and come back for another video. See you guys soon.